So now what we need to do is that we need to add a new feature to our website. Actually, it's an amazing feature, which is adding movies to a favorite list. So the user will be able to add movies to a favorite list. For example, if the user clicks on checkout, a specific movie, I'm going to add here a button that if the user clicks on it, it's going to add that movie to the favorite list. And the user can check out the favorite list to check out these movies. So the user doesn't have to search for a movie over and over and over again. The user can just head on over to the favorite list and he or she will be able to add or check out the list and even remove or edit that list by removing movies from the list or adding movies to the list. So first of all, what we need to do is that we need to add here a button that will take the user to the favorite list. So let's work on that. First of all, I'm going to head on over to my project, and then in the index we need to add a new button in the navigation bar here. Here I'm going to copy this one because we want something like this, and then I'm going to paste it below it, and then here instead of search I'm going to say favorite. Of course, you can give it whichever name you want, and then this button is going to call a function that's going to return the favorite list. So I'm going to say here favorite list. So it's going to take the user to the favorite list. So once we have created this button and we have added this, we have called this function upon clicking on the A tag, we want to create this function. We want to create this function and also create a root for this favorite. So in the index, I'm going to create here a new root and a function. So I'm going to say here @app and then .root, and then I'm just going to give it a simple name just as the function favorite underscore list, and then the name of the function must be favorite list. And then what we need to do is that we need to return the favorite list. But how? First of all, we need to understand this because this is the core of storing movies in the list. How are we going to store a piece of data or movies, basically movies in our situation, in a favorite list, in a list? How can we do that? Well, we can do that by utilizing the sessions. So sessions are amazing, and sessions are accessible. You need to know that sessions are accessible throughout our application, so we can use sessions to store data that we want to retrieve later. So how can we use sessions? Well, in order to use the sessions, all you need to do is that first you need to import the session here, session from Flask. So here you need to say sessions, just session, and then here you need to give it a secret key. This is just some kind of a housekeeping stuff. So I'm going to say here app that secret key, secret underscore key, and then it's going to be equal to a secret key, and that secret key can be whatever you want. And Flask has a recommendation for this. They provide a key. You can copy it from the documentation, but you can give it whichever key you want. I'm just gonna pass a random string here, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna here use the sessions. So how can we use the sessions? Very simple. All you need to do is that you need to use the session and then get the key that you want from that session. So what I'm gonna do is that here I'm gonna say session.get in order to get something from the session. So I'm going to say here session.get, and then the key that we want to get, because in the session you can store many keys. So the key that I'm going to be using for our favorite list is called favorite. That's it, favorite. And then the result is going to be stored in a variable called favorite underscore list. But since we don't have any movies yet in the favorite list, this is going to return null, and it's gonna Flask is going to complain. Therefore, we need to use if statement to check if that is available or not. So here I'm going to use if statement. I'm going to say here if, and then favorite list If the favorite list is none, if that favorite list is none, then what we need to do is that we need just to redirect to the main page. So I'm going to here say return and then redirect. But we need to import this redirect. So at the top you need to import redirect, which is just a class in Flask where you can redirect to any it's just a function that will let you redirect to any function, to any route you want. So I'm going to redirect, and then here I'm going to redirect to the main page. So to redirect to the main page, you can simply use the URL underscore for and then specify the function that you want to execute, which is the main, because we want to redirect to the main page if we don't have anything stored in the favorite. Else, if we do have a favorite list, if the user has previously stored something in the favorite list, then we want to return to the favorite page. So here I'm going to say return and then render template, and then I'm going to return to the favorite page. So I'm going to here say favorite.html, which is a page that I'm going to create shortly, and of course we need to return with the favorite list. So I'm going to say here comma and then favorite underscore list, which is going to be equal to the favorite list. And we need just to create this favorite list here, favorite page here. I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to name it favorite.html. So this is going to be the favorite page.